Each number and each letter have a color that's associated with it. Now, big corporations, even politics, use this information against you. They use the knowledge of color psychology to influence you to make decisions. So you might want to understand how this works so that you can apply this to your life, so you can reverse engineer this. Now, I suggest you go click the link in the bio and get your Dear Canary report or your life report, because all this stuff is broken down. Your name, your date of birth, and the colors that's associated with it. Now, here go my circle. Now, mine's are, like I say, I been paid for mine like 5 years ago. So this right here kept me grounded, and also it constantly reminded me of who I am. These numbers come from your name and date of birth, and it usually have 4 numbers in the middle, which comes from your name, date of birth, which would be the life path number, the expression number, the soul urge number, and the personality number. These 4 numbers are the most important numbers that you can know in your life. The life path being number 1. If you don't get nothing else, make sure that you know your life path number. Because so many people are playing the guessing game and just taking whatever route. You can do that, but I suggest that you follow your life path that was carved out for you. So let's get into the numbers, letters, and the colors that's associated with them. So, number 1, AJS is associated with the number 1, which the color that's associated with those letters and numbers is red, which represents energy, passion, and leadership. So anybody that have 1s or any A, J, or S in their name and date of birth, these people are usually passionate, full of energy, and are great leaders. 2, the letters that's associated with 2 will be BKT, which the color that's associated with that is orange. Orange is associated with balance, harmony, and cooperation. So people who have 2s or BKT in their name and date of birth are usually chilled. They're usually balanced. They're usually easy to work with. But remember this also, y'all. There's a positive side and there's a dark side to these numbers. So never forget that. So people who are 1s sometimes are not great leaders. People who are 2s sometimes they have a lot of chaos going on in their life. They don't have a lot of harmony going on. So you can tell when a person is operating in the dark side of their giftedness by their behavior. So I have to make this clear, because people have these letters and numbers in their date of birth, and they probably be like, well, I got these letters and letters and numbers, but I'm the complete opposite. Yeah, you're right. You are the complete opposite. You on the dark side of your giftedness. So I got to make that clear, man. Because as the pendulum swings to the left, it also swings to the right. There's up, there's a down, there's left, there's a right, there's good and there's evil. Or good and bad. Positive and negative. So we got to be clear. And the average person are operating in the dark side of their giftedness. So the average person you come up against usually is not operating in their God self. So now that y'all know that, let's keep going. We have 3. The letter that is associated with 3 is CLU. And the color that's associated with 3, all these letters, will be yellow, symbolizing creativity, optimism, and joy, being an artist, being expressive. All this is associated with 3. Remember, the dark side of this is the lack of creativity, sadness, being pessimistic, and etc., etc. Now we got 4, which the letter D, M, V is associated with 4, and the color green is associated with these letters and numbers. And that represents stability. If you know anything about 4, these people are foundational. They love stability. Anybody who names start with a D, M, and V, they like foundation. And if you ever see these people in life, they have a rocky foundation because God is setting them up to build a strong foundation. These people like to work hard. These people like to be grounded. They like being outside. They like being connected to nature or earth. Because why? Green. And the dark side of the 4 will be the lack of stability. They have a rocky foundation. The opposite of growth is dying. They're not growing. And they not grounded. So let's keep it pushing. Because I'm on a limited time here. So let's keep going. Number 5. 5 have the letter E, N, and W associated with it, and the letter blue that's associated. And this is linked to change, freedom, and adventure. If you know anybody with 5s or with the name that start with an E, N, or W, these people love change. They love freedom. They love adventure. These are free-spirited people. They like to win. They go with the flow of things. It's how they wired. It's who God created them to be. Now, the dark side of this is 5s, they don't want to change. Instead of freedom, they in a cage. Instead of venture, they stuck in one place. And if they stuck in one place, yeah, these people are going to tend to have a negative outcome in life. It's going to have a negative effect on them. Because you not being who God designed you to be. You operate in the dark side of your giftedness. You not being free. You not being adventurous. So when you don't do those things that God put within you, you're gonna feel boxed and caged in, and you're not gonna live a fulfilled life. So tomorrow we're gonna go over 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's how you do it in sign language. 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to go over the characteristics. We're going to be going over the characteristics of 6, 7, 8, and 9, and the colors that's associated with them, and the letters that's associated with them. So stay tuned, because you probably have this number or letter that's in your name and date of birth, and you might want to know this. So stay tuned if you want to know more information, you want to go more into detail. Click the link in the bio. Go get you a Dear Canary report. Go get you a life report, so that you can know who you are, so that you can reverse engineer who God designed you to be and start operating in that power. With that being said, peace.